Hi, my name is Brian Fagerstrom from Rural Computer Consultants. We have a little demo we've created on changing our application from a Windows toolkit to using WPF screens. Our management decided about a year ago to say, let's try to use the new technology that's out there, and Synergy gave us a tool with 931 to start using more of a WPF interface. What you see on our screen on the screen right now is a check reconciliation product we have. It's just written in standard UI Toolkit with grid in there. We said, what can we do with this program? How will it look in the future? Can we make it a little more graphical, user-friendly? Biggest problem we had with this, it's an interactive list, which meant when you checked on the check boxes, you had to, it updated the list. Well, we took a stab. This was our first program we did into the new WPF look. And here's what we come up with, a design of the WPF. Much more clean lines to it. They can just check a box here and process it. That was our first step. Well, now we knew we could create a full screen or a sub function in WPF. I said, now can we add a sub-function like a pop-up into a toolkit screen? So here's what we come up with. We have a inquiry screen, customer inquiry screen, where it just has normal name and address, account information, so forth. Well, we want to know if you bring up a customer, if he has any reminder notes along with that. What can we do to bring up his notes? So we come up with this idea of using a little WPF screen of a little notebook, which you can grab the corner of the page and turn it. This is just all the controls are active. You can do similar stuff with calendar controls, everything. The other neat thing is I can expand it. I can make it bigger so you can see it. I have controls here to turn the page backwards, go down here, just quick turn kind of idea. So that's embedding any WPF control inside the existing application of yours, which is real neat to do. It opened up a whole new world of how to use what's out there, what's available. And these controls, this notebook control is one of the controls we just found on the web. We just interfaced it into our application. Next thing I'm going to show you is how we're currently designing our boring old reports. Everything used to be, okay, you had to print your report on a printer and look at it, or you get a grid on the screen. We've come up with this front screen is just your parameters input to the screen. We hit preview and it will roll out a new screen for you. The screen has a grid in it. The grid I can take and has, if I want to sort it by purchase date, purchase price, or purchase date, I can just click on the screen, or if I want to I was trying to drag the column up, but it's not working. We have these graphs over here. We can just swap out a graph, kind of idea. Make it 3D, make it a bar graph, what we want. This is all reading the Synergex data behind the scenes, and we're interfacing our program we had normally written for the report, just giving a new view to the design. So that, let me bring over, and these controls have filters on, so I can just bring in certain filters, but that's part of the control. We are currently using a control called Polaric, but I know there's many other controls out there that are doing the same functionality. The last thing I'm going to show you is a inventory maintenance screen. This inventory maintenance screen has been rewritten in the WPF screen. We have inserted a carousel for our item list. I browse over something and it spans. If I don't have enough real estate on the screen, I just drag and drop. I just drag the corners, or I expand it. One thing neat about WPF, it will use the real estate that you give it in the window. This is all running inside the Synergy Toolkit window, all these screens yet. If I bring up a record, and if I want to switch tabs, we decide to do a turning block presentation to show that the screen has changed. If you hit clear, it will slide in a new empty screen again. Those are just part of the controls. Search control up here is, if I want to put 1LP, I can just search for it. If I want to put in the inventory number, when I type inventory number, it's changing the carousel. So everything on the screen is interacting. One thing nice about this screen is you can add anything you want, like a representation here, a little chart here, a grid here. This item here, we got a little graph on it, a gauge, I mean, showing the capacity of the tank. It's a 30,000 gallon tank, but it only has two gallons in it. Well, that's pretty empty. The WPF world has opened up tremendous world for us of programming, controls we can use, and everything. That pretty much wraps up my